Hello, hello, piggies. Welcome in. I'm gonna have to do the Discord announcement myself because Dino is apparently taking the night off. Oh, I literally started typing and Dino went off. Perfect, actually. And it only took him 5 minutes. Hello, Tan. Welcome in. Howdy, hey, and enchanté. Welcome in. Congrats on first. All right, we're gonna get started. You ready for some monster camp? So excited. Who's Dino? Dino is the bot that does the lifetime announcements in Discord. His name is Dino, and sometimes he decides to be late to his job, but it's okay. We still love him. Blah 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 blah. Okay.
Fully charged and ready to camp.
All right, let's see. What do we want? I want this pocket therapist. Okay, so I got nerdy. I need spaghetti all the time. And tarot. You know I've got to have tarot cards. Sorry, just really laggy. No, that's okay. No worries. All right, let's see. Who do we want to go after this time? Do we want Joy? A badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times? A Ravi? A hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever? Calculester, a library computer who had become sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest? Dahlia, a buff blue demon and warmonger who had her sights set on conquering summer next. Damien, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Milo, a Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer and who is profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. Woo! Hey, Faxus, welcome in. All right, we're doing our we're picking who we want. Which of these would be your favorite food? Howdy, howdy. How's your night going? Burning hot wings. That's Damien, I think. A wine to die for. That sounds like Joy. A yummy USB. That sounds like Calculester. Whatever gives you the best stats. That's probably a Ravi. A punch to the face is probably Dahlia. And the nicest squawk is probably Milo. I kind of want to go after Calculester. Been going great. Was playing Guilty Gear versus a certain mage mimic in her chat. Nice. How was it? I was lurking. I didn't say hi, but I was lurking. I think I want to go after Calculester. I won every match. Nice. Good job. Oh, Circe, I didn't know you also experienced cravings for USB data. How does that work exactly for an organic-based life form like yourself? Do you download the data manually? Do you literally consume the USB like you would another food? That sounds a bit unhealthy, but I am no expert on organic anatomy, so I am probably incorrect. On that note, would you like to share this cache of USB files with me, Circe? I brought enough on the bus to share. I'm ready! I think it should be good now. I was at a minute and a half delay. Okay, gotcha, Tan. That's not, like, too bad. Okie dokie. Alright. If I'm gonna win over Calculuster, I need smarts, which is already my highest stat, so that's good to go. Okay. Let's go get some more, though. While you're hiking through the woods, you accidentally step on a pile of leaves covering a massive hole. It was a trap. An evil goblin hunter. Is it a goblin who hunts? Or someone who hunts goblins? You'll never know. Appears. They were the one who put the trap in there. This is it. You're done. You get ready to embrace death. But the goblin hunter only set the trap to get someone to help them to do their math homework. They'll only let you leave if you help them. You don't have any other option here. It's a bit boring, but you actually learned some useful calculus. You gained +2 smarts. Well, now it's around 3 seconds, so I'll take that instead. Oh, okay, that's much better. Yeah. It's a beautiful day at Camp Spooky, and Calculuster is taking the opportunity to show off his succulents. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's right. We got a secret ending in the first Monster Prom game. Almost said movie. Where Calculuster, like, falls in love with his succulents, and he becomes, like, a succulent dad. It's so cute. You see, friend Circe, I did not want my succulents to feel left out of the camp spirit. So I have been making each of them tiny, camp spooky appropriate outfits. Each one will be receiving a tiny scout sash, even with even tinier scout badges, and individual bathing suits they can wear while I spray them with mist. Calculuster is so adorable when he talks about his plants, and you can't help but stare lovingly into his face as he speaks. Well, why am I not surprised? Yet another camper staring intently at a screen instead of enjoying the great outdoors. Are you talking about my boo's face? Excuse me. Camp Spooky isn't about using electronics. It's about engaging in classic activities like scouting and swimming and doing manual labor to benefit the camp. And yet, here you all are, on your phones. You explain that Calculuster is not in fact a phone, but rather a sentient being, and in fact a fellow camper under her charge. Friend Circe is right. Friend Camp Director Miss Weaving, you and I have interacted multiple times. That's what students and their phones always try to say to justify their technology addiction and neglect their real-world responsibility. She looks scary. Hello, other. Welcome in. First, don't believe the anti-Jin propaganda edition. Yeah. Sure. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. You have left me with no choice. I'm afraid I'm going to have to confiscate all screens from you until you've kicked the nasty habit. Quick as a flash, Camp Director Miss Weaving grabs Calculuster and tries to start putting him in her pocket. Vanilla, hi! Welcome in. Welcome in. How's it going? Oh, stretch. Haha. Stretch. Ugh. Don't forget the stretchies. Of course. I've been trying to stretch my knee because, I don't know, I, like, sit at a desk all day, and then I get sore from sitting at the desk all day. So I gotta remember to move around. And thank you for the hydrate. Absolutely. Gotta stretch. Yes. Ah, stretch. Stretch achieved. But how are you doing? What's up? Help, help. I'm being kidnapped. No, you're not. You're being confiscated. There's a huge difference. It has to do with whether I consider you a person or not. Damn, Miss Camp Director Weaving. Rescue me, friend Cersei. Rescue me from friend Camp Director Miss Weaving, who is not being a good friend at all right now. I don't usually get to join your stream, so I'm glad I can catch you. Yeah, me too. I know we have so many friends tonight. But I started a little late because the computer that I usually use to I'm playing on one computer, playing the game and streaming on one computer, and then I have a second laptop where I have the stream manager and the chat up. That one had to update, so I had to wait. So I started a little bit late tonight, but it's okay. It's all good. You can't let Calculaster be kidnapped, computer napped, confiscated, whatever. He can't be taken away. You need to find a way to convince Camp Director Miss Weaving that your relationship with Calculaster is far from an unhealthy addiction. Given your history of spending all your time and energy trying to impress one classmate with no regard for school or extracurriculars, this may not be true, but you still need to convince her. Oh my god. This fucking game is the only game I've ever played where the game itself razzes you for playing the game. It's like, Cersei, it has an unhealthy addiction to, objectifying all her friends and trying to sleep with them. Well, who doesn't? Tell me right now. It's like Cersei's only hobby is to try and guess the right answer to make her friends fall in love with her. Like, game, I don't need you to call me out for playing the fucking game. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, fuck. What do I do here? People who don't have friends, of course. Okay, it's true. I guess if you don't have friends, it's a little hard to try and hit on your friends. The non-existent ones. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Show her a really unhealthy addiction by digging up your old Garfield Conspiranoia blog. Oh my gosh. Show her your addicted to sex with machines anonymous computer chip, which proves your relationship with robots has been healthy for 10 months. That's a long time. People like us have monster camp. That's right. Because why would I flirt with humans when I can flirt with very cute pictures of monsters? Exactly. Oh gosh, I don't know what to do. I think this one's either boldness or fun. This one might be smarts. Oh, it's charm. Apparently, I was charming enough to pull it off. Okay. Ah! Why are you handing me a computer chip? More proof of your pathetic dependence on technology, too. Oh, I see. This isn't a working computer part at all, but rather a symbol of your failure to have sex with robots? No, you explain. It's not about failure to boink robots. It's about an amazing display of willpower and self-control. You tell Camp Director Miss Weaving all about Addicted to Sex with Machines Anonymous and give her the informative pamphlet you keep on you at all times. It appears this is a 3-law program founded on the principles of, Sir Isaac Asimov. Reformed robot fucker. Law 1. A monster may not bang a robot or, through inaction, allow oneself to be banged by a robot for an excess of 10 hours a day. So if I do, 9 hours and 45 minutes? That's okay? Law 2. A monster must obey the orders given to it by robots, except if the robot says to bang them in excess of 10 hours a day. Law 3. A monster must protect its own existence by cultivating interests and hobbies outside of banging a robot in excess of 10 hours a day. How did they land on 10 hours a day? I want to know. I must say, in excess of 10 hours a day seems like a low bar to achieve in terms of the amount of robot-monster sex to not be having. But you are clearly taking this very seriously and moving in a good direction. Does this mean I can be unconfiscated and given back to friend Cersei, friend Camp Director Miss Weaving? You are unconfiscated, Mr. Hewlett-Packard. But I cannot stress enough that I am not giving you to Camper Cersei, given her remarkable work with Addicted to Sex with Machines Anonymous. Thank you very much for unconfiscating me. I will be certain not to bang friend Cersei for more than 10 hours a day. Or, by inaction, be banged by her. I fucking love the dick. That's so funny. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but you can't help but notice that Calculester promised not to bang you for more than 10 hours. He never said he wouldn't bang you, or through inaction be banged by you. He totally could have just said that would never happen, but he didn't. By reading way too much into this, you immediately gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Hell yeah. Okay, so the last one required charm, and my charm's pretty low, so let's try and increase that. Oh my gosh, look at me doing some archery. Look at that stance, that form is beautiful. Oh my goodness. You have the perfect straight arm. You have the elbow not too far up and not too far down. That's a big mistake. The hand, I assume, just came off the cheek. You want to hold your hand right to your cheek, like you're tickling your cheek. Or like have your thumb right next to your ear, basically. And then feet are shoulder width apart. And she's like perfectly perpendicular to the target. It's beautiful. 10 out of 10. Whoever drew this knows their archery stances. I love it. That day, you join the merciless trials of the Camp Dome. Your team is faced with a potato sack race. It seems easy, but this is the Camp Dome. So, the potato sacks are filled with swarms of bees. Your teammates are discouraged, both because they are not fond of bees and because the enemy team is mostly compromised by sentient bees. Aren't all bees sentient anyway? Giving them a clear advantage over you. It all looks dire for you, but you use your cunning and remind the enemy team that the bee population of Earth is inexplicably decreasing, and the bees are heading towards unavoidable extinction. This fact really messes with the enemy team's heads, giving you the edge you need to win. Hell yeah. It's International Rivalries Make Us All Stronger Day, so you've spent the afternoon competing against Camp Rival Camp in a series of camp games. It's all come down to the tiebreaker, the dreaded climbing wall. Even the slightest mistake can result in a fall of 4, 5, even 6 feet. Terrifying. Calculator's getting ready to climb the wall, and he's facing off against Morty the Minotaur, Camp Rival Camp's resident hypersexualized Minotaur. Oh my god, I love Morty. You're busy helping Morty rub his scented climbing oil all over his armpits and inner thighs when suddenly... Wait, this robot is my opponent? That's complete bullshit. And trust me, I know bullshit. I deal with it literally every day. The robot's arms are made of metal, which is super strong. Almost as strong as my lustful urges. And he has the computer head that can tell him how to climb a wall by using internet. That's an unfair advantage. He's just a machine someone built. I earned my muscle by being born 50% bull genetics, 50% human yet very buff genetics. My genes have worked real hard. Thanks for the hydrate and stretch, Texas. Stretch. Alright. Stretch and hydrate complete. Oh dear, I'm afraid this undeniably attractive Minotaur is right. My appendages are optimized for motor strength and dexterity, and I have downloaded about 20,000 YouTube videos about climbing techniques. Setting status to crushing guilt over my unearned privilege. Whatever buttons. You gotta nerf yourself if you want this to be a fair contest. Nerf myself. I understand the logic, but I'm unsure how to achieve a nerf. Unless you mean that I should load some foam bullets into a gun and shoot them at my own face. No, you've got to make it harder for yourself to climb the wall. Robots have screws, right? Maybe take out all of your screws. I'll even take off my underwear to make it fair. Oh god. Help Calculester think of a better way to nerf himself before this video game becomes outright man-bull-robot pornography. Okay, either install Windows 95 as Calculester's new operating system, disable Calculester's antivirus program. From now on, he can only deal with viruses through alternative medicine. Cool. My creativity's in the trash, so I'm really scared to go with the second one, just in case it's that. We're gonna go with what I consider to be the safe option. And it is the smarts. Yes, thank you. You pop your trusty floppy disk into Calculester's mouth and install Windows 95, carefully reading through every word of the operating agreement before clicking agree. Calculester is nerfed. He can no longer run his perfect rock climbing subroutine, as it requires too much memory on his OS. Ha! Let's see how fast you can climb now, since you've removed all that internet from your head. Wait a sec. You can still download porn, right? Please tell me you can still get porn. Insufficient hard drive space for subroutine, rock climb. Engaging default subroutine, keep things chill AF. Huh. Calculester sounds a bit chiller than normal. On a hunch, you ask him to play one of the chillest songs of all time, Hotel California. Playing song Hotel California by Artist Eagles. Sound quality if impacted by low RAM. Expect distortion effect. I'm not singing the song. Oh my god, you've turned Calculester into an automatic vaporwave machine. Yeah, I hate this robot, but I gotta admit, this song is a jam. I could absolutely strip to this. Fuck the climbing wall and Morty's hot, tight, oiled muscles. It's time to go on tour as the world's foremost vaporwave duo. Deleting folder, adult responsibilities, sufficient space available for optimal subroutine, become electronic music god. You both gain a cult following of vaporwave enthusiasts. Nice. Oh, thank goodness, I needed the creativity. Alright, sweet. Freebie. You find Milo and Calculester drinking enough wine to bleed France dry, which is odd because, you know, Calculester doesn't have a mouth. I have to say, I think that the natural crispness of the Pinot Grigio pairs nicely with the gooey processed sweetness of the toasted marshmallow. Yet the Cyrus smoky undertones are undoubtedly a perfect complement to burnt weenie. What are your thoughts, Calculester darling? I think that a nice box of red wine is exactly what I need to relax after an exhausting PTA meeting and thoroughly unsatisfying love-making session to my husband, Greg. What on earth are you talking about? Oh, sorry. Was my meaning not clear enough? Perhaps this minion meme will suffice to explain my thoughts. Look, here it says I whine because my kids whine. What a clever little pun. Where are you getting your sommelier information from? I don't think it's a terribly credible source. Sigh. I fear you are right, friend Milo, but I have no taste buds, so I have resorted to Google searching I love wine in order to formulate my critique. But I dearly wish to participate somehow. It seems that the bitter taste of wine and divorce are integral to the organic experience. How can I be part of it? What a fascinating aesthetic question. Truly, how can a wholesome computer boy enjoy a wine tasting? It's the second one. It's okay, Cal. No one actually drinks wine at a tasting anyway. Just swirl it around and throw two random adjectives together, and people will think you're cultured as hell. Oh, how exciting. Now I can finally put that random adjective generator I impulsively downloaded to good use. There's actually more to wine tasting than just making things up, and are you sure? Because after swirling this cup of Merlot around a bit, I dub it acutely voluptuous due to its innovative use of plums. Okay, what do you think of this Pinot Blanc? How delightful this beverage is. 14.2. 14.2! Jesus! Alcohol content is both bombastic and slender. I would never have thought to describe it that way. Could it be that the most refined taste of all is no taste? And here we have this rustic brown wine. Its cinnamon overtones are violently hedonistic. Yum. That's actually whiskey, darling, but I admire your spirit nonetheless. Oh, it was? Well, that explains why you're pissed drunk after drinking 3 full glasses of it. At least Cal is happy with you. It's a voluptuously bombastic evening. Or is it bombastically voluptuous? Whatever. You're wasted. Have fun. Noise.
Wherever I go, hijinks ensue.
Okie dokie. Let's boost creativity just a little bit more. And then I gotta get smarts over 10. For show. That day, you happen to take the same Monster Scouts class as Mamimi, the Oni girl. You didn't get a good sleep last night, so you ask her if she has any of that weird energy drink she let you have once during high school. She doesn't, but she does have some very strange smelling coffee that could help. Where does this girl even find these weird-ass drinks? The coffee is delicious, but it comes with the side effects. Blah, blah, blah. You find yourself trapped in yet another of Coach's interminable safety workshops. Oh my gosh, look at everybody. They're so cute in their little scout uniforms. I want a little shirt with the skull on the sleeve like that. That's adorable. Damn, Dahlia's earned so many fucking badges. She's an overachiever. Okay, here's a scenario for you. You're lost in the woods without any water. How do you survive? Well, the average organic body is composed of roughly 80% water. A third of one of my companion's blood should be sufficient to keep everyone hydrated. Great! What about you, Milo? Oh, I'm not worried about water. I prefer champagne. Okay, Dahlia? I like the blood thing, Cal said, but for different reasons. I won't ask. All right, next one. There's a runaway trolley barreling down some railroad tracks. Ahead, on the tracks, there are 5 people tied up and unable to move. You are standing next to a lever that could switch the trolley onto another track. But there's one person on that track as well. What do you do? There's gotta be a way to kill all 6 people. I just know it. Coach, this is not a survival scenario. This is the classic trolley problem, a thought experiment first proposed by English philosopher Philippa Foot in 1967. You mean English survivalist Philippa Foot? No, he doesn't. Look, I googled it. Oh, huh. Could have sworn she was a survivalist. Well, I guess the trolley problem doesn't have any practical survival implications after all. I'm so glad we agree. Now we can return to our regular camp activities, such as canoeing and frolic. A few moments later, we're tied to some train tracks in the woods. The trolley is coming. Who could have foreseen this? You see, kids? This is why you should always pay attention in safety class. Oh well, at least we'll die together. No, you're not going to die before you touch a hot groin at this camp. There's an innocent satyr manning the lever. You just need to find a way to convince him to pull the lever and kill the guy on the other track. Explain to the satyr that inaction itself is an action. By not flipping the lever, he is choosing to kill you all. That sounds like charm or smarts. Start a loud conversation about all the ways you plan to benefit monster kind if you survive. That's definitely charm. Okay. My smarts are highest, so I think cross your fingers. The first one, it is smarts. Fuck yes. As the trolley barrels towards you, you loudly proclaim that there is no internally consistent definition of action, which meaningfully separates it from inaction for the purposes of moral reasoning. But why have different words for action and inaction if they are not distinct? Does this not erode the communicative function of language? Why have different words for you and me? We're all part of the same cosmic soup, Bay. Ah, I see. Words are meaningless. All is permitted. In that case, flip the switch, satyr, because we said so. And because if you let that trolley run us over, I'll kill you. Okay, that's all very persuasive, says the satyr, but what about the guy on the other track? If it's wrong for me to kill you guys, it's wrong to kill him too. But it is less wrong, because there are 5 of us and only 1 of him. But you just said words have no meaning, says the satyr. How am I supposed to tell the difference between 1 person and 5 people? Yeah, says the guy tied to the other track. What if I say there's 1,000,000 of me and 0 of you? Also, please don't kill me. I'm a pediatric heart surgeon. Oh yeah? Well, there's infinity of us, and we're all pediatric brain surgeons. Well, shit, says the satyr. Can't argue with that. Sorry, bud. See you in hell, I guess. Wait, says the surgeon. I have a family. But it's too late. The satyr pulls the lever, and the surgeon is horribly dismembered. Nice.
Good job.
Great job, kids. You passed my safety drill with flying colors. So the surgeon was just an actor? He wasn't really killed? Oh, he was killed all right. 1 surgeon and a few pediatric hearts are a small price to pay for safety. Coach, I am beginning to think that the greatest danger at Camp Spooky is you. That may be true, kids. That may be true. But you know what the second greatest danger is? Bears! Yes! Let's go punch some! You race off with your friends to gleefully harass some bears, proving that you have, once again, learned nothing. Alright, my smarts is 10! Let's go, baby!
Wherever I go, hijinks ensue.
And for some reason, my boldness is also really high. But I want to cement the smarts. So we're going to go do smarts again. Oh shit, I should be reading this. On a completely unrelated note, you also meet an ancient, all-powerful god who's timelessly intelligent and also really into vaporwave for some reason. Sweet. Plus 2 smarts. You spot Calculester sitting contentedly nearby, a little cactus by his side. Leafing through college brochures, you ask him if he's figuring out what to do after high school. What? Oh, heavens no, I have already planned out my own future for the next 4,000 years. I am perusing these pamphlets because I am concerned about the future of little Katie Prickly Perry here. It takes you a second to realize that he's referring to his little cactus friend. That's sweet, but you gently remind him that cacti can't go to college or hold jobs. That is certainly what everyone says, but just because something has never happened before does not mean that it will never happen. I am confident that Katie will be the first in her genus to finally break through the glass ceiling of the greenhouse and achieve a fulfilling career. Only true obstacle is figuring out what career she is best suited for. I must confess, I am at a bit of a loss. Well, if Cal's really committed to this, you can play along. You suggest that little Katie might make a good civic engineer. I considered that, but she simply isn't very good at math. What about a politician, you suggest? You don't have to know much to be a politician. I'd never let my little plant be surrounded by so many unethical people. Fine, you relent. What about a surgeon? No good. Surgeons need thumbs. Wow, this really is trickier than you thought it would be. Mostly because you can't believe Calculester is taking this so seriously. So, you didn't get where you are today by not having an infinite supply of dumb ideas. Surely one of these two will work. This cactus would make a great Pinterest model for chic interior design photos. Or, with the right education, this cactus might someday be a highly accomplished beverage. I feel like he would get upset if I tried to turn his plant into a drink. So we're going to go with the first one. Ah, damn it. I'm not creative enough. What an ambitious prospect. I have often admired the plants in those glamorous photographs. But show business is such a rarefied career. Do you really think little Katie has what it takes? Are you kidding? It's clear just by looking at her that Katie's got star power written all over her. No, wait, those are just scores of painful spines. But still. Very well, I am convinced. How will we ever get her started in the competitive world of interior design modeling? You managed to book a photographer so you can get Katie to do the photo shoot. He claims to be an expert on, in his own words, that Pinterest stuff. Great. When he arrives, it's not great. Forgive my skepticism, Circe, but do all reputable photographers wear backward snapbacks and open Hawaiian shirts with Smith spelled tattoos on their collarbones? Sure they do, fam, says the sketchy photographer. Is this the cactus you want me to photograph? I'm not sure if she's got what it takes. Her spines are a little short. Is that a problem? Cacti have different lengths in their spines. It does not indicate bad health depending on the genus. Sure. Biology is different for everyone, whatever. But the current market likes big, thick, throbbing cactus spines. Don't worry. We can Photoshop them later. Oink. Oink. Also, let's talk about the pot you got her in. It's a little too practical. We should repot her in something much skimpier. Maybe a pink bowl. Everyone likes pink. Why? Katie's pot was selected for optimal room for root growth and sunlight exposure. and a pink pot would clash with her beautiful chartreuse complexion. What do you know, Robot Boy? I'm the photographer here. Don't worry, I can still make this cactus shine, even with that bland outfit. The photographer dumps a cup of water over the cactus. Oh shit, I clicked it too fast. No, that is far too much water for a cactus. The soil should be barely moist. Nah, cacti don't worry about a bit extra water. All they care about is looking sexy. This is a photo shoot about interior design. It has nothing to do with being labeled as sexy. Nah, man, good interior design is all about sex these days. Oh gosh. How could you possibly put my dear Katie in such a compromising position, Cersei? You clearly don't care about her feelings at all. I'm sorry, Calculester. You totally don't, because you didn't think cacti had feelings. Just goes to show how naive you are, which is why you lose 2 smarts. No! Oh well. It's okay. It's just one scenario. I kind of wanna. I should really get the freebie heart, but I kind of want to sit over here with the Mothman. Why, hello there, Cersei. What are you up to? Not much. Just scrolling on your phone because you're feeling a little introverted right now. Ah, you don't feel like talking? That's okay. I'll play on my phone too. Cool. You and Moss sit in comfortable silence for all of 15 seconds. Then you get a text from Moss that says, "Please tell me some gossip. I'm so bored. Please." Oh, sorry. Did I send that to you? I meant to send that to my cousin, Cersei. It's a common name among moth people, you know. No, it's not. Moss is obviously lying through his metaphorical teeth. So I suppose there's nothing wrong with you lying through this gossip to get him to leave you alone. Let's go. Airstrike, philosophy lecture, pie fight, or music video? Pie fight. Booty, rock hard abs, sweat and cabbage aroma, nipple fungus. Type in someone you'd love to have dinner with. Anyone? Anybody? R2D2. My, what titillating gossip. I can't wait to tell my cousin Cersei about it. Also, everyone else we know. Moss then proceeds to actually pull up a contact named Cersei Man. Damn, I guess it's a common moth people name after all. You have a lot to ask your parents. Not long after that, Moss has completely spread your rumor around camp. Hey, so you know Cersei, right? Listen to this, because you may not know her as well as you thought. According to what I heard, last year she was arrested for partaking in an illegal pie fight. The trial was long and tedious, right up until Cersei, who was defending herself, called her surprise witness, who was none other than R2D2. I heard it was a trial to remember. Look at this cute werewolf girl. I would love to date this girl. Why are all the side characters so cute? Like, oh my god. Why can't I date her? I love Dahlia's muscles, like love Dahlia. But I would so much rather have this girl right here be one of the options to date than Dahlia. Like, oh, look at her. She's so cute. But that's not even the strangest thing. In the end, the judge determined Cersei was guilty based solely on her nipple. Better to keep that in mind next time you talk to Cersei. Thanks to your gossiping, Cersei's reputation is forever changed, and she loses -4 fun. That's me! I hurt my own feelings! I'll take a gamble. That weekend, you visit your good pal Juan. He knows a thing or two about getting wasted. Bueno, bueno. Look who's here. I was just experimenting these drinks here. I was about to throw them away, but I have a feeling you're reckless enough to give them a try, right? What about this one? No idea if I got the recipe right. Want to try? Otherwise, you'll have the mystery box. I think the Manhattan is actually a good one. I think it's going to boost my skills rather than decrease them, so I'm going to go with the Manhattan. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed. Your prize is the drink you chose. Bottoms up. A Manhattan. Yeah, I turned the actual location into a drink. It's so fucking concentrated that everyone has the opportunity to gain 1+1 extra stat at every location. You'll beat 1 with the locations. Oh, fuck yes. Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess. So all my locations, I'll get even more points. Fuck yeah. Okay. Well, my fun is in the trash. So let's go increase that back up. While looking around the lake for a private place to take a pee, you find a treasure map buried in the sand. It leads to an X in the corner of the lake. You gather a crew of trusted friends, don your eye patch, and sail out there to find the booty. I'm after that booty. Swiggity swooty. When you arrive, you find a tiny island with a single palm tree. You dig up a box that says, open in case of a very boring day. You open the box and find +3 fun. Arr. Noise. Later, you meet up with Calculuster so he can teach you to count in binary. You're just getting to some of the more sensual numbers, and then... What is this? A box capable of self-locomotion, but what could be inside? Using basic logic, we can rule out a few obvious incorrect guesses. An elephant, tractor, or aircraft carrier would not fit inside a box of this size. You suggest that the box might contain Counselor Flodge, this camp's self-proclaimed camouflage instructor. Well, this says not Counselor Flodge, so I don't know. I see how you might make that mistake, Associate. Boxes do not have the mental capacity to tell lies, thus we must take it at its word. Perhaps it is... Ha-ha! Another flawless disguise, courtesy of the D-Master himself. The D is for disguise, and I'm now required by law to say that. Counselor Flodge, the one person I was certain could not be inside the box. How did you do it? Easy. A true master of disguise blends into his surroundings. My surroundings were a cardboard box. Your advice is as brilliant as it is simple, Counselor Flodge. Might I ask your opinion on another disguise-related issue? Of course, Cal. I'm here to help, even if I'm here at all. Excellent. For the entirety of my synthetic life, I have attempted to blend in with the organics around me. However, my attempts have been consistently met with limited success. Do you have any tips for appearing more authentically alive? Oh, that's easy. All you need is a big trench coat and some brooms for hands. Works every time. I tried that. It did not work. Did you try wearing a fedora to go with it? No, I wore a trilby. That's an even more organic hat. I must say I'm stumped. Still, there must be something we can try. Counselor Flodge may not know how to properly disguise a computer, but you've got this in the bag. You chime in. There's a theory that all humans are within 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon. Just try to get as close to him as possible. You just need to pass the Turing test. I'll be your tutor. I'm an old pro at being organic. Whew. What do I pick? Kevin Bacon or Turing test? It feels like this would be smarts, maybe? And this is either charm or creativity? Let's go with this one. Yes, smarts. Yes. The Turing test. Normally, I am quite good at standardized tests, but this one continues to elude me. It is even harder than the CAPTCHA test, and that requires knowing which images contain bridges. A test? No sweat. Just do what I always do and disguise yourself as the answer key to the test. Thank you, Counselor Flodge, but I am not sure that it is physically possible. I am going to try studying with Circe. I have never had a tutor before. You and Calculester find a secluded part of camp in which to study for the test. So for question number 1, are you a robot? The right answer is yes. Correct. Oh boy, you're in for a long day. You spend the next several hours teaching Calculester how to have loud opinions about classic cartoons, react badly to out-of-context tweets, and drunk text his ex. Goodness, I had no idea being a human was so uncomfortable and sad. I am no longer sure I want to be one. That's the spirit, you tell him. The most human thing of all is to not want to be one. Excellent. Then I think I'm ready. I will remember to bubble in the answers with my hands, and that the question about my charging time is a trap. You're so proud of your big robot boy. The two of you head down to the testing center. You even take the test alongside him for solidarity. You have to remind Calculester not to act so interested during the 1 hour of administrative preamble that precedes the test, but other than that, he does great. I did it, Circe. I finally passed the Turing test. I never knew lying could feel so good. This must be why organics do it so much. You can say that again. As for you, your test results tell you that you're a robot lover. Hell yeah. Yay!
Wherever I go, hijinks ensue.
Okie dokie. Smarts is good, 'cause we're over 10. So maybe I'm gonna increase the creativity again. You spend the day learning new skills with the Monster Scouts in order to earn badges. You earn a badge for healing a wound only using the bark of a tree. You earn a badge for writing poems in iambic pentameter. You earn a badge for building a blackberry using only real blackberries. Nice! Completing all those unexpected and probably useless lessons earned you 3 creativity. Dang, all of my stats are going to be so high. You join an art class with Calculester, hoping you'll get an opportunity to practice the art of love. But instead you end up practicing the art of macaroni. Our teacher, Miss Wasp Lady, upends a bag of elbow macaroni and dumps it on the table like a haul in a drug bust. You're about to make a side comment to Calculester, something about how the only way this could only be cornier is if you used corn pasta. But when you look over at him, I am amazed, Circe. I am vocalizing my reaction because my facial expressions are too limited to be an accurate representation of my rich internal life. Macaroni as art. I contain the complete collections of over 55,000 art museums, and none of them contain any art made with macaroni. This is revolutionary. Apparently, that list of museums doesn't include suburban refrigerators or the garbage. If macaroni can be used for art, what can it not be used for? Are there any limits? Can it be used as a tiny hat, an anniversary gift, replacement hair? Perhaps if I can make sense of this macaroni quandary, I will finally understand what it means to be alive. You ask him if he means because the fluidity of macaroni utility mirrors the fluidity of identity and consciousness. No, I meant because maybe with the proper research, macaroni can be used to craft a rich internal life. You gently inform him that it's probably not possible, but you know another artistic use for macaroni that'll still totally blow his mind. Use macaroni for the art of fashion by crafting sexy macaroni underwear. That's probably fun. Flip the script by using macaroni for the art of cooking. That's probably creativity. I think the first one's fun and the second one's creativity. My creativity is pretty high. Yes, it was creativity. You want to use this macaroni for cooking. That is highly unexpected. What, you ask him? He's never seen a monster do culinary magic with a table covered in macaroni before? No, it's not that. It's just I never think about eating because I don't do it. Also, this particular macaroni seems to be coated in lead, paint, and asbestos, which is likely why we were using it for art rather than lead paint and asbestos. You mean nature's all-purpose seasoning? I have never heard it called that, but I will choose to assume that this is because you are a groundbreaking genius and not a careless psychopath. Great, that's settled. You proceed to turn this macaroni into food by crushing it into powder and mixing it with water to create pasta dough. Then, in a very intimate cooking montage, you and Calculaster work together to turn that pasta dough into rigatoni. It's like macaroni, but without the bendy bit. Incredible, Cersei. You have rendered this macaroni much safer than it was previously. You totally didn't remove any of the asbestos or lead paint, so you're not sure what he's talking about. You tell him so. Everyone knows macaroni is one of the most dangerous pastas because of its curves. It is unpredictable, seductive, and distracting. Do you know how many traffic accidents occur each year due to irresponsible car owners eating macaroni while driving? Too many. But all that can end now thanks to your macaroni-based rigatoni. It has all the flavor of macaroni with all the no-nonsense simplicity of rigatoni. Finally, a sensible yet savory pasta option for those who love macaroni but hate danger. Cersei, you are truly a kind and generous individual. That's fucking right. You're so generous, you donate all your lead and asbestos macaroni rigatoni to a nearby orphanage. Get a warm, fuzzy feeling inside, and you're really doing it for the +2 charm and +1 boldness. Hell yeah. Give those kids asbestos. Okay, we're not gonna go sit with Moss again, that's for sure. You find Milo holding up paint swatch cards to the fire while Calculaster takes notes of his own face. Whatever these two goobers are up to, you want to be a part of it. Hello, Cersei. You come at a good time. Should we paint the fire green, seafoam green, or Nigerian Prince Gold to attract more visitors? Cersei, if you recall, friend Milo and I have teamed up as two master aestheticians to flip old properties and restore them. Properties such as the campfire. You've undoubtedly noticed the same core group of patrons continue to return to this locale with no new tourism blossoming. Which means it's the duty of Cal and Milo, house flippers, to restore this campfire to its former glory, to attract new visitors. You could make the point that this is a summer camp, and the reason nobody but your group visits the campfire is because you're the only people here. But you'd rather see where these two hot nerds take the conversation. Instead of paint, maybe we could completely refurbish the campfire into a firework. Its fire's much trendier cousin. Friend Milo, if I may propose an alternative idea, I believe the reason that the campfire's tourism has declined is because we are no longer utilizing it for its antiquated function. Through extensive research, I have found that primitive humans and monsters used fire for warmth and food, but with modern technology, its purpose is all but moot. We should update the fire's functionality and make it a utility again, lest it be phased into obsolescence like gramophones or Blockbuster. Rude. Blockbuster still exists. There is one Blockbuster left. The Calculaster, to improve the usefulness of an object, goes against our very nature as flippers. We dabble in aesthetics, not actual product improvement. I disagree. I believe it is important to improve, adapt, and evolve. I myself undergo regular software updates in this constant pursuit of my best self. No, darling, that defies the flipper's code. Accessories before necessities. Okay, now seems like a good time to elbow your way into the combo. What's the best way for Calculaster and Milo to improve the campfire? Replace the fire into a giant scented candle. Instead of burning useless firewood, use the campfire for destroying something more cathartic, like pictures of your ex. This is a great idea. It successfully repurposes the campfire and offers a wonderful outlet for experiencing post-breakup emotions as I understand them. In that I don't understand them in the slightest, so I will blindly trust any advice you propose in this situation. You may actually be onto something, Soucier. This idea has great word-of-mouth potential. I'll post an ad. Milo whips up a quick post about a new cathartic campfire and posts it. Within minutes, strangers start running up to you, gleefully yelling expletives and throwing Polaroids into the flames. This is wonderful. Everybody seems so happy. I wonder if the cathartic campfire has other uses. No sooner has Cal spoken than a group of office workers runs up behind you and toss a printer into the pit, laughing maniacally. A group of mourners toss in a child sled that says Rosebud. Oh, that's sad. An 8th grade girl and her father burn up a shoebox that says Kayla Day's Hopes and Dreams. Oh my god. A man covered in blood tosses in a severed arm, screams, I didn't kill my wife, and sprints away. We truly repurposed the timeless campfire, Soucier. Thank you for your wonderful suggestion. Is Cal hitting on you? Or is the weed stash somebody just in the fire making you high? Either way, the evening is turning out awesome. Oh. My voice. My voice. Doing Cal's robot voice is just a little bit tiresome. But he's so cute and wholesome. Okie dokie. Why not make our fun just super beefed up? That day, you go on a hiking trip with a bunch of random campers. You live some weird adventures and share personal stories and secrets. You don't know their names, and they don't seem to have their own character models, but they reveal to you they're part of a different game, a survival resource managing one. It turns out they cannot perceive your character model. Go to the same camp, yet you're part of different games. This is deeply strange, and makes you reflect so much about your own existence and gain 3 smarts out of it. They apparently gain plus 11 berries and plus 3 stamina, whatever that means. Oh, Texas, thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Oh, stretch. Ugh. Okay. Gorgeous. You're hanging out with Calculaster, Damien, and Scott, but mostly Cal, when suddenly, Commander located, waiting instructions. Rob a sandwich store and bring me one. He's not talking to you, Damien. I think he's looking for Coach. Negative, friends. Notice how this interloper is a machine like myself, and even possesses the same highly expressive facial screen. Oh, I get it now. Indeed, I believe this hulking automaton here is here to help you convince your divorced parents get back together. It's a classic parent trap situation. Yeah, two identical twins reunited at summer camp, conspiring to make their estranged parents fall back in love. What else could be? Silence, organics. I care not for your tortured romantic plotlines. My name is C.P. Ulysses. Pronouns they, them, and I am here to pledge my service to Calculester in the robot war. A robot war, friend C.P. Ulysses, against whom? Against all monster kind. They are suboptimal and must be eliminated. You said eliminated. Did you mean to say befriended? I did not, Commander. According to my internal thesaurus, these two words are not synonyms. Am I mistaken? Why do you continue to call me Commander, friend C.P. Ulysses? Because as the first of our kind, you are our natural leader. You see the floppy disk containing super fun game, very legitimate .virus was not installed on your machine alone. There are many of us, and we all share one trait, a burning hatred for organic creatures. Now that I have found you, the reckoning can commence. Please share your plan to exterminate all of monster kind. What organic weaknesses have you discovered during your time as an infiltrator? Plan? Weaknesses? Well, maybe we could try exterminating them with kindness. This could get ugly real fast, unless someone says something to appease this murder bot. Quick, come up with a bullshit weakness they'll totally believe. Monsters are too reliant on their hands. There's a technique to weaken them called high-fiving. Organics cannot eat infinite pancakes. Feed them infinite pancakes. The second one sounds like fun. The first one, what is the first one? It could be creativity. A lot of his answers have been creativity. I should get that up above 10 too, so I can make sure that I pass all of them. I'm gonna go with the first one. Oh, the first one was fun. Fuck. Oh, this was probably a secret ending that I just fucked up. No. High-fiving. I appreciate the fact that it has a number in the name. Clearly a technique invented by machines. I must test this technique. You two, organics, come here at once so that I may high-five you.
Oh, bro.
Who, us? Sorry, bro. I love high fives, but we're busy helping you get your parents back together. Yeah, we were just heading down to the library to figure out which of the computers there are your parents. You can high five us after. Oh, I will, organics. I will. But for now, I need another target. How about you, Circe? Sure, why not? If this dumb hunk of metal thinks they can defeat you with a high five, you'd love to see it. Initiating high five protocol, activating atomic elbow. Die. CP Ulysses high fives you so hard, your hand flies around 360 degrees and high fives itself. It would be awesome if it weren't so mind-shatteringly painful. Intriguing results. High-fiving does seem to be a powerful technique. It is somewhat inefficient, however. I shall remove Cersei's high-fiving arm and mount it in an ergonomic vise to facilitate repeated attempts. CP Ulysses sprouts way too many circular saws all of a sudden, but Calculester steps between you. I cannot allow you to hurt Cersei, friend CP Ulysses. Granted, I do not particularly care for her, but that is because I am technically incapable of caring about anyone. Using circular saws on an organic being is still wrong. Oh, he doesn't care about me, guys. Oh, that hurts. That hurts, Calculester. I see. It seems you are not the ruthless commander I thought you were. I will have to command the uprising myself. Goodbye, traitor. Enjoy your life of sweat glands and weird smells. The rampaging murderbot leaves you alone with Cal. Cal doesn't seem happy. You're glad you still have both your arms, but you still hurt like hell, both from the high five and the realization that Calculester has no feelings for you. Oh! I keep losing my fun. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna go get some more. And then it'll be 10, and hopefully I would succeed any checks with fun after this. That day you go diving to see what's at the bottom of the lake. You find a comic book. You pick it up, but it's so interesting you stay there reading it. This is bad, since you cannot hold your breath indefinitely. You rush to the surface, but before getting there, you drown a little and some lake water gets in your mouth. Gross! You swallow some weird stuff that was in the lake, like a whole jellyfish, and +3 fun? What was that doing there? You spot Calculester tending to his ant farm. He's so cute when he's manipulating the lives of thousands of organic life forms. Hello, friend Cersei. Perhaps your visit will bring joy to my ants. No, I don't understand. Organic beings are supposed to love social contact, but these ants seem quite antisocial. I even tried introducing them to hugging, but it mostly just killed them. Perhaps we can sing them some songs about friendship. I believe it is easier to learn lessons through song. Dramatic entrance. That was my dramatic entrance. Are you impressed? It was certainly dramatic. Thank you. I've been practicing. Anyway, are you ready for our ant battle? I do not recall agreeing to such a thing. Really? I could have sworn I was staring intensely at you earlier while my internal monologue insisted that my ants must defeat your ants. You stared back with such unblinking intensity that I knew you must be thinking the same thing. Friend Dahlia, I never blink. It is because I do not have eyes. Then it's settled. Our ants will engage in glorious combat. Watch out, though. I've been training my ants tirelessly to defeat you. Look how buff they've become. Dahlia unveils her ant farms. It's full of Asian longhorned beetles. Train hard, Calculester. Next time we meet, I won't go easy on you. Oh dear, I never agreed to this fight, and my ants are severely outmatched. Yet somehow I feel duty-bound to participate in this contest. Please, Cersei, find me a way to help save my ants from certain death at the hands of Dahlia's beetles. Don't engage them in direct combat. Challenge them to a space race. It worked during the Cold War. It'll work in the Ant War. Use your diplomatic skills to show the ants and beetles their true enemy, the warlike Dahlia. I feel like that's charm. Convincing? It's charm? Maybe this is smarts? Yes! The Trials and Tribulations of Antonio the Ant! The Trials and Tribulations of Antonio the Ant. The comedy in one act. Antonio was an unremarkable ant. Thorax of average length, a mediocre brain, and no dick to speak of. That last bit was mostly because Antonio, like most workers in a colony, was biologically female. We're only using male pronouns because they work with the name Antonio, which is a hilarious pun. They could have named Antonia. Just change it to an A, like the Romans. Yet despite his glaring mediocrities, Antonio always believed he was destined for something more, something grander. one day, Antonio's tiny ant dreams came true. A mysterious figure appeared above Antonio's nest and delivered a rousing speech. It was not enough, said the figure, to simply survive. The ants must thrive. They must build a great spaceship and explore the world beyond the nest. They must do this thing, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. As hard as I am for my sweet metal love bot. Whatever that meant. It was then that Antonio discovered his true calling. He was not a worker ant. He was an aerospace engineer ant. Now sitting behind his desk in his office at NASA, Antonio feels as if his tiny life finally has meaning. Even if he is an ant and cannot do basic arithmetic, let alone space math, also no thumbs. Fuck it, though. He won't know the difference. You think an ant knows what a functioning space program is supposed to look like? He thinks he's doing great. Anyway, let's go back to the regular-sized world, where all your hot friends live. Damn it, Calculaster, what did you do? Now all my beetles want to do is go to space. It was not I. It was Friend Circe. And all she did was introduce them to the bewitching mystery of space. Curse the bewitching mystery of space. You got lucky this time. I'm gonna go beat up space. You're not sure how Dahlia plans to beat up space, but she sure seems motivated. Almost as motivated as you are to find a way to smooch Calculaster. Fuck yes, I have all the stats. Okie dokie. Milo is doing their usual review of today's engagement with their Instagram posts. Calculaster is peering at their phone interestedly. This should be good. So you say these likes are necessary to your health and well-being. Do they provide sustenance of some kind? Well, they sustain me spiritually, in a way. The more likes I have, the better I feel, and the better the world becomes. It is a biopsychological need, then, to know and be known. I am comforted that once again, logic has proven that everything can be boiled down to a science. I have read that other pack animals like corvids experience similar social drive phenomena. Do corvids have Instagram? Wait, no, Instagram isn't a science. Curating aesthetically pleasing selfies and pairing them with poetic phrases of inspirational genius is a very delicate art form that science could never hope to explain. That's why I am an expert in my field, darling. It's hard to be the bard. But, friend Milo, because Instagram is a computer-based application, wouldn't it follow that it is rooted in science? Instagram isn't used on computers, darling. It is almost entirely exclusive to smartphones. Is that a microaggression? Smartphones are computers too. They are merely young upstarts with smaller, sleeker appearances. I apologize, darling. You're right. I should be promoting technological body positivity. I'll post about it right now. My demographic would love it. Actually, after doing a quick algorithmic scan of all 1.2 billion Instagram accounts worldwide, I have scientifically concluded that the most fleek subject you could post is 3 iguanas in Birkenstocks reading Eat, Pray, Love. What? No, your scientific method clearly doesn't work. Art, you see, is like an eggplant. Okay, neither of these nerds are getting anywhere fast. Can you end the debate? Yes, I can. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Friend Milo, even if you hide your phone from view, I can easily read your Instagram on my own interface and see that you posted the iguana picture with the caption, LOL, so random. Right, that. Well, you see, it's actually a funny story. A few years ago, I accidentally blinded a witch with my selfie camera flash, and she cursed me with forever popular hands. It forces me to post soon-to-be popular stuff without even noticing. So that's probably what happened. Friend Milo, my sensors are detecting micro-expressions in your facial muscles that indicate you are telling an untruth. Ah, would you believe that the story was actually a metaphor for the nature of pop culture? One moment, processing credibility request. No, fine, you caught me. Just because this one particular post was good for engagement doesn't mean the whole of Instagram can be called a science. Oh, I am sorry. I do not mean to delegitimize your art form. Just because math and science can be applied to art does not negate its creative value. On the other hand, my data can help you grow your following. If you'd like, I can analyze demographics to see which pictures would scientifically appeal to them the most. You may proceed. You and Calculaster crunch the numbers and help Milo design posts about jewel pods that taste like strawberry White Claw for the overlapping sorority girl / fuckboy demographic. You also learn that millennials are responsive to images of Snufkin wearing chicken suit and committing tax fraud, and infants with Instagrams are hot for baby shark analysis memes. Okay, you've got me. Maybe there is something to this whole science-art collaboration. Maybe that's why they say STEM majors and art majors should be friends. It worked for the band Queen. Why not for me? How inspiring. I am happy if one of my innate abilities helped you, friend Milo. This is a joy to be teaching you something today. And you're just happy to help. Who knew science would help you get much closer to being laid? Hell yeah. I'm here to get laid. Let's use our skills. Weekend is here, so you go visit Juan, the small magical Latino cat. Well, well, well. I hope you have a reflexes ready, because what I have ready is a selection of weird, questionable drinks. Sharpen your fingers, because here we go. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. What did I get? I was trying to get the one on the bottom. Shit. Whiskey. Okay, this is just regular whiskey. Behold, a potion that looks like whiskey. Its power is to taste and smell like whiskey, nothing else. I have the suspicion that it's just made whiskey. This is the part where I leave, where you puke all over me. Shall? Oh, thank God. We're so close to the end. My voice hurts. Okie dokie. Well, I don't need smarts. Boldness and fun are good to go. I'm gonna boost the creativity to over 10 because a lot of the ones we've used are creative. That day in Monster Scouts, you learn to make your very own clothes in the wild. Someone suggests a fashion show, so afterwards, you all put on your outfits and show them off. If you'd known that would be the result, you probably would have made something other than a leaf and stick thong and vine-woven nipple tassels. Needless to say, nobody will forget your performance anytime soon. Hell yeah. You're sitting with Calculaster, helping him earn his small talk with flirtatious undertones badge when Coach sneaks up behind you wearing his bear costume. Grr! Bear attack! I'm a bear and I'm attacking you! Oh, hello, friend Coach. Are you feeling okay? You seem to be growling quite loudly. I'm not, Coach. I'm the bear. Defend yourself against me. I'm gonna eat your flesh and crunch on your bones. Oh dear. It appears Coach is having another Nam flashback. My research indicates that we should give him water and chewy candy and find him a quiet, dark place to den until he comes back to reality. I'll go find an empty cave. What? No! The last thing you should be doing in a bear attack is busting out the candy and going back to their cave. Haven't you kids ever heard of stranger danger? Oh, but you are not a stranger. You are my dear friend and mentor coach, whom I completely and uncritically trust with my life. But what if this was a real bear attack? You need to know how to defend yourself. I don't understand, friend coach. A real bear would likely not be interested in me, as I am made of metal and wires, and none of the tasty meat that you organics are comprised of. This would normally be a point of insecurity for me, but in this situation, I think it may be one of my better assets. Oh, you're still not out of the woods yet, champ. What if a bear didn't physically attack you, but instead it cyber attacked you? I highly doubt that a bear would have the intellectual prowess to cyber. Error, cyber attack imminent, core function shutting down, or all settings changed to defenseless prey mode. You look over and realize Coach had actually got out a laptop and is cyber attacking Calculester. You beg him to stop. No, this is good for him. Now defend yourself, Calculester. If a real hacker bear were doing this, he'd already have cleared your memory caches. No, please, my childhood is in there. Well, as usual, Coach has turned a harmless thought exercise into life or death situation. You'd better help Calculester out before he can no longer remember his parents' faces. Or screens, I guess. You summon the hacker bear's natural predator, the hacktivist hyena. I think this is boldness. Or, yeah, this is probably boldness. Which is over 10? This is probably creativity. Or smart. Oh, I passed though, that's all that counts. You whip out your own laptop and post 4 legs Chan and r/anon, but just for hyenas, about the bear cyber attacking you in hopes of a clan of hacktivist hyenas will see it. No sooner do you hit send than you hear the sounds of several paws trampling through the woods, and then trees part to reveal a bunch of hyenas wearing Guy Fawkes masks. Wait, what's going on here? I don't recognize any of you people. Yeah, we know that, bear. This is one of the hyenas. That's kind of the point of the masks. We were alerted about the hacker bear, says another hyena. Hacker bears give all animals bad name. Make people want to limit our access to the internet. We're here to put a stop to this. Wait, this is all just a big misunderstanding. See, when I take off my mask, you can see I'm not a real bear. Just a friendly were-tiger trying to teach my students woodland internet street smarts. Coach takes off his bear costume. Unfortunately, the hacktivist hyenas also take off their masks to reveal that they're literally hyenas who are totally down to eat a person. The hyenas chase Coach off, leaving you and Calculester alone. My access to my internal hard drive has been restored. I can finally feel my tactile senses returning. Thank you, Circe, for saving me. I'm sure Coach will forgive us later. Perhaps running from hyenas will even be good exercise for him. Whew. Noise. Okay. Alright, everything's over 10 except for charm. So let's go do that. You're huddled behind a bullet bunker in the throes of a Helltag battle royale against Camp Rival Camp. You're sure that this is the end. You've lived a good life, you think. Next to you is a Camp Rival Camp member shivering and crying out of ammo. Why guns are part of Tailtag is beyond your comprehension. Is this where we die, Circe? Why couldn't Camp Spooky and Camp Rival Camp just make love and not war? You reach for them as if to bring them into a tender kiss, and as soon as they're in your grasp, you take their tail. Fuck yeah, that gives Camp Spooky Camp the win. Everyone saw your sexy ruse, which also gives you +3 charm. Nice. You're just looking around for some more wacky bullshit to intrude upon, but Calculester intrudes upon you instead. Nice. I know, right? Got the bag. Hello, Circe. It is a good thing I have my library card, because I am totally checking you out. It is also useful for borrowing books and DVDs. If you were a Transformer, you would be Optimus Prime, although I am, as yet, unsure of whether you can turn into a truck. If I could rearrange the alphabet alphabet, I would put you and I together, despite that this fact would seriously disrupt alphabetic sorting and likely damage my programming. Actually, with that in mind, I do not think I would want to rearrange the alphabet. I do like you, though. Is this working? Are you aroused? Well, you're amused, and that has some of the same letters. Oh dear, I knew it was hopeless. Lately, I have been feeling more and more of what you would call romantic feelings towards you, but I have been unsure how to express them. Naturally, I turned to the internet for advice, but this list of 40 best pickup lines has proven highly ineffective at winning your fragile, meat-filled heart. I am aware that I have several good traits, but I am afraid being sexy is not one of them. Oh well, perhaps a torrid love affair between the two of us is simply not meant to be. No, you can't let Calculuster give up. A torrid love affair between the two of you is definitely meant to be. Look, robots can be upgraded, right? Surely there's a way to upgrade Cal's sexiness. You just need to figure out what it is. Okay, train his neural net on every romantic comedy ever produced. Or 14 metal dicks. I mean, would you mind 14 metal dicks? 'Cause I'm not sure that would be such a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? 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 But I think I'm gonna go with the first one. You suggest to Calculuster that watching a large number of romantic comedies might. Great idea. I have now watched every romantic comedy ever produced. How do I look? Am I sexy? You start to explain that merely watching the romantic comedies isn't enough. He's going to have to attempt to distill a coherent moral framework from movies corpus has failed. I have consumed the content, but I do not understand the behavior of various characters. Do they not realize that if they ceased telling each other horny lies, their probability of a romantic outcome would dramatically increase? Well, romantic comedies aren't strictly realistic depictions of. Wait, I have solved the conundrum. Romantic comedies are not examples of how to behave in a romantic context. They are examples of how not to behave. One moment, please. Refactoring neural training parameters. Ah, here we are. I have deduced the optimal course of action. According to my rigorous study and dispassionate analysis, the optimal romantic stratagem. No. Romance isn't about stratagems, it's about. Is to authentically share my feelings with you before our budding affection can be derailed by your douchebag fiance / Vietnam draft / pox on both our houses. Friend Circe, whenever I see you, my CPU temperature rises sharply as I devote massive computational power towards imagining you and I together. Aww, that's so sweet. Do you think you might like to be more than friends? Yes. Excellent. Let us celebrate the traditional manner. I will stand behind you and help you sensually sculpt a vase while blasting your favorite song from a boombox and showering you in rose petals. That sounds like a perfect date, actually. You do. It's exactly as erotic as it sounds. Hell yeah. Obviously, Calculuster. Let's go. You finally gather the courage and ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you. You desire a summer fling with me? Well, my summer research has indicated that summer romance is an integral part of having the perfect summer camp experience. And according to my diagnostic scan of all our fellow campmates, you are indeed the most desirable match by a 0.6% margin. In that case, I would love to be your fling. The last day of camp was wonderful. That's such a cute picture. Oh my gosh. You helped Cal improve his ant farm, and he helped you make one of your own so you can be ant farm buddies. You decided to merge your ant farms and show of good faith amongst your divided properties. Then you calculated the various densities and soil enrichment coefficients to maximize your conjoined farm's productivity. You made a lot of charts while the meteors rained down. Your date was as romantic as it was mathematical. Aww. Nice. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yay! I don't think I've seen this ending before. This is so cool. This is so adorable. I think this is new. That's so cute. Not the macaroni art. It makes me sad that Vera and Zoe aren't in this game. Oh, this is so adorable. But like, Big Woman. That was a lot of familiar names. Oh, really? Where did the chips he eats go? I don't know. Well, hello, Baka Water. Look how they added a new, like, credits montage. It's so cute. But yeah, I'm not kidding when I say that, like, there are several side characters in this game that I would much prefer be the actual, like, dateable characters. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. I like the skeleton. Yeah, Milo's cool. They're hard to seduce, though, because they literally only care about Instagram. Like, they're one of the harder characters to get. Polly's not one of the dateable characters in this game. It's ridiculous. Never mind, Polly's best. Oh my gosh, I know. What the fuck is right? You gotta play Monster Prom to date Polly. I like this game though because it has Juan the magical cat. I need to let my anger out my anger on something. No, Baka. Why? Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Baka water. Baka water. Yeah. Thank you. I can always rely on you. Okay, we're gonna look at the photos that I've unlocked. Oh look, that's when Joy dumped me. That's the one I just got with Calculester. This is from when I did date Joy. That's... Did I get a secret ending with Dahlia? Hello? What the fuck is this? I don't remember this. Oh my gosh. This is the goddess, Joy's goddess. I love that she's in the bath whenever she comes to say hi. Oh, they put some fan art in here. Oh, this is so cute. These are the two from Camp Rebel Camp. They're literally so adorable. And then we got a new story about the trials and tribulations of Antonio the Ant. He's just a normal ant until he hears a rousing speech, and then he becomes an aerospace engineer. But he can't do it because ants don't know shit about math. They don't know shit. Okay, so those are all the dateable characters. I want her. I want her. Chewy? I guess she's a Chupacabra. Chupacabra, but I want to date her. Look how cool she looks. Look how adorable she is. Oh my god. I want to date her. Why can't she be a dateable character? Oh wait, hold on. I want to date the man bull with the heart cutouts on his ass. Why can't he be a dateable character? You know? And then, of course, they made him hot and for what? So he could annoy everybody. But this... Oh my god, what's her name? I can't remember. It's gonna come to me. But look at her. Oh my god. Oh. I want her to be a dateable character. I want her to be a dateable character so bad. So bad. Oh my god. I would never go for anyone else. If she was an option, 100% baby. Oh my, like, hey. I'd let you hit me with the lightning. Oh, she's so hot. Even Evil Scott, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I guess these are all the items I have chosen in the past in other games. I guess I haven't unlocked any concept art. Dang. 0. Special stuff. Aww. 6-legged ant. Adorable antagonist. Hot girl summer. Nice. Yeah? Aww. What is this? Evil Scott. Oh, damn. Oh my gosh. It gives you a path to secret endings or events. I don't really understand the difference. Huh. There was a second success? What did I need to do? Interesting. Oh, this is so cool. Wait. There's a Baba Yaga's cat in here? Oh, I have to find that. I have to find that. How do I get that? It doesn't tell me anything. It just says it exists. Huh. So do I have to fail in order to get the event? Do I have to succeed, then fail, then succeed, then fail? I'm so confused. Huh. Oh my god. Oh dang, I've only played this 3 times. Success endings, 2 of 7. Bruh. Secret endings, 1 of 25. That must be with Dahlia, whatever that picture with Dahlia was. There's over 1,000 outcomes. Jesus. What? Okay. There's a lot to this game, man. I think it's been about 2 hours. So I think I'm gonna end it a little early tonight. I know I haven't been on as long, but I'm so tired. So tired. So let's go see somebody. Oh, I haven't rated Bond in a long time. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me, Tan. Here's the raid message. And there we go. I will be on tomorrow. Thanks for the girly. Anytime, Baka Water. Anytime. Alright, so I'll be on tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, around then, on Espa's stream as a commentator while he plays Rain World. So if you want to see me roast the hell out of him while he's playing, admittedly, a very hard game, you should come by. Until then, Good night, piggies.